Well, award season is upon us, so what makes a good speech?
Yeah, Dina is with a public speaking expert this morning to do some talking about talking.
And I know all of us, while we are in front of a camera every day, public speaking is a whole nother deal,
It's very
right?
different.
It
Yeah.
can be very challenging. You get a little nervous, even for the A-list celebs. So Oscar Sunday is coming up this weekend. We have Liz Goodgold here, who is a marketing expert. She is with Red Fire Branding. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Okay, so first, Oscars. What's the big hubbub? This is kind of the final wrap of award season.
It is. And I think what's really interesting is that consumers are excited.
Yeah.
This is one of the few Oscar seasons where most of us have seen some of the big players.
Okay.
Barbie, for example, was a blockbuster.
Yeah.
And the biggest, highest grossing movie of 2023.
Okay, and if you've seen it, you know why it's still being talked about. Okay, so let's talk about some speeches of the past.
Sure.
I kind of want to start with Julia Roberts because this was kind of the no-no speech.
It really is, and it is that way on 2 counts.
Okay.
So the first thing is a
was
thank you
it.
speech. You should say thank you without over-thanking everybody.
And this was during her Aaron Brockovich speech.
Exactly.
Okay.
And who does she forget to thank? Aaron Brockovich.
Oh, that's right.
Ah, remember that?
Yes,
the
that's
problem.
right.
Then she commits sin number 2, which is going over your time. And she literally calls out, turn off that clock. And it's really a sign of disrespect. So whether you're doing an Oscar speech or any other acceptance speech, know your time.
Yeah, know the limitations that you've been given, and they're there for a reason.
Exactly.
Okay, also Christopher Plummer, another.
Christopher Plummer
this was a
gets an
good
A
speech.
from me
Okay.
because he does something unique.
Okay.
He grabs that Oscar and,
And
he says,
what was this for?
This one he won. I can't remember which one this one's for.
Okay.
A few years ago, but he grabs this and he says, "You're 2 years older than I am, darling." So he doesn't, the first words out of his mouth aren't thank you. It's a nice quip. And Allison Janney employed the same technique when she won for I, Tonya, and she says, "I did it all by myself." Brilliant.
I love that. So not saying thank you first is not necessarily a bad thing.
Exactly.
Okay, Frances McDormand. McDormand.
Frances McDormand.
Yeah.
What I loved about this one is that she interacts with the audience and she makes all the other nominees stand, which is a great public speaking
That's nice, yeah,
tool.
yeah.
And then the second thing she does is she has a huge call to action. And her call to action is all about inclusion and diversity. And make sure everybody on that set is a little bit different. And I got to applaud her for that.
Yeah, that's great. Really including the people who are in the room where it happens, not just the people who are there in the moment.
Exactly, and really using her platform at that moment,
for
which is a
sure.
great technique.
Okay, Michelle, you liked this one.
I adore
Yes.
Michelle Yeoh. And what I like about using her platform and giving a message is that here we are on International Women's Day. She wins this Oscar at age 60. And her big quote is, "Don't let anyone tell you it's too late or you're out of your prime." It's such a compelling message. And why we watch the Oscars is because we do want to have that nice, warm feeling and be in the moment and be inspired.
Yeah. Okay. Someone we've been talking about a lot here. We've even asked him to come on our show, Leonardo DiCaprio,
my God.
because they're filming a movie in Sacramento. Hasn't worked yet, John Dabkovich, but he also did something pretty great.
He did. When he won the Oscar for Revenant, what I love about this is he does the thank you, but then he pivots and talks about how hard it was to find snow because of climate change. And this is a man who's known for driving the Prius, for example, and really putting his money where his mouth is. And he took this opportunity to preach on that platform, which I thought was a great use of his time.
Yeah, I think a lot of people watching the awards ceremony, the speech is a lot of it. It's what you take away from the big wins of the night. Sometimes how somebody decided to thank the people who got them there and their experience is part of the film. So, okay, thank you so much. It was so great to see you.
Nice to see you
We
too.
appreciate you making the journey over from Reno this morning.
Yes,
They got
thank
here
you.
real early to make sure you got here on time. We appreciate it. Liz Goodgold from Red Fire Branding. And again, thank you so much, marketing expert. We'll have her info linked up to our website, gooddaysacramento.com, and we will be right back. That's a wrap.